ahead and look at this while this is coming out. You just go ahead and look at it. I'm going to try to bring it up in just a minute, but we can go ahead and talk about it. So look at that picture of the two turtles. Did we read the question? Okay. We didn't even start it? Okay. So, stop feeding with everything, please. And throw in the pins. When you throw the pins, it busts them. So quit throwing them into the thing. It busts the pins. So people are like constantly, like what I'm fixing to do is take everything off the table, and if you bring something, you bring something. You don't steal. You're going to have to provide your own writing material, because I'm tired of people busting pins and then being all over everything. They stole all the pencils, and now they're busting all the pins. So, I mean, quit being so destructive. And doing that kind of stuff. There's no reason to do that. All right, so now whenever you look at the one with the turtles on it. Now whenever you see one like this with the turtles on it, you know that whenever they give you a picture of two animals like this, that you're going to be looking at an adaptation. You're going to be looking at those particular animals. Look at me. There's going to be some kind of challenge. There's going to be some kind of problem. If you do that again, I'm going to write you up. Do you understand? If you throw it in the container again, I'm going to write you up. Do you understand? Thank you. All right, you can place it in the container without throwing it in there. It's not that difficult. Just place it in there easily. All right, so, maybe. All right, so with this type of question like this, when there's a question like this, you're going to, the way that you're going to answer it is you're going to look at what challenge does it have. Okay, you're going to look and see what challenge are they giving me. Just like we did with the plant challenge, with the plant adaptations, it gave you a challenge. And then you have to think about what body part does this particular organism have that could help it meet the challenge? And what does that body part do to meet the challenge? All right, so this is what it says. The shells of the sea turtle are flatter than the shells of the land turtles. Sea turtles are also different from land turtles because sea turtles cannot pull their head or their limbs into the shell to protect themselves from predators. Instead, the head, shell shape, and flippers of the sea turtles help them escape from predators mainly by allowing them to. All right, someone tell me, what's the challenge? What's the challenge? Yes. To escape predators. So circle where it says to escape predators. Do you see? Look where it says to escape predators. Circle that and put challenge. Circle where it says to escape predators and put challenge. That's the challenge. Now, what body parts do they have to meet the challenge? Challenge. That's the challenge that it has. What body parts does the sea turtle have to meet the challenge? Is that all it says? Head, shell shape, and flipper. So underline that. Head, shell shape, and flippers. That's the body parts. Now we have our challenge. We have our body parts. So now what they want us to do is to find the structure's function, or define what those adaptations do to meet the challenge. So we're looking for what they do. Does the head, shell shape, and flippers dig deep holes to help them for their eggs to escape predators? No. Could the head, shell shape, and flippers help them swim and dive easily to escape predators? Yes. Could, pay attention please, pay attention. Could the head, shell shape, and flippers help them blend into their Tell me how the head, shell shape, and flippers help them camouflage. Does it say color? What does it say? It says head, shell shape, and flippers. It doesn't say anything about color. Does it? Does the head, no, we haven't gone on. Does the head, shell shape, and flippers help them hold their breath for several minutes? No. So the head, the shell shape, and flippers help them swim and dive easily to escape their predators. Now look at me. No, do not flip this. No, look at me. On this type of question, and there always is one of these type of questions, you look to see what is the challenge, what body part does the organism have, and what is it do to meet the challenge. You have to, Travis, you're staring off into space as a parent paying attention. You have to use your brain on this kind of question. You have to think about the information they give you and then help it to answer the question. All right, go to the next page. Oh, I'm so frustrated with my computer right now. Come on, computer. Stop. Okay, so it says citizens in a community were surveyed about the type of energy resource they would like for a new power plant. The results of the survey are shown on the table. How many citizens chose alternative energy resource? Underline the sentence. What is it asking? The question. What is it asking you? Underline it. Pick up your pen and underline it. What is it asking you? Come on, pick up your pen. How many citizens choose alternative energy resources? Underline that sentence. How many citizens choose an alternative energy resource? Underline it. What's the key word we're going to circle? Alternative energy resource. Okay? Now, what would you do next? What would you do next if you were doing this question? Calvin? Name the alternative resources and write them down. What's the first one you would write down? Write them down. Write them down on your paper right now. Write the alternative energy resources down. What are they an alternative to? What are they an alternative to? Fossil fuels. So they're going to be wind, solar, hydroelectric, biofuel, geothermal. Right? Okay, so now let's read each one of these and decide, is it alternative or is it a fossil fuel? Okay? Wind turbines placed along the coast, alternative or fossil fuel? Alternative. Coal mined in another state? Fossil fuel. Coal, oil, and natural gas are the fossil fuels. Are you paying attention or are you staring off to space? Solar panels in fields outside the city. Alternative. Wind turbines placed in the hills outside the city. Natural gas from wells in the state. Fossil fuel. Now what are you going to do? Circle the ones that are alternative. Circle the ones that are alternative. That's fine. Now you're going to add the alternative ones up together. Okay? Now they will not give you a They're not going to give you a griddable. They will give you only multiple choice. They did away with gridables last year, so you won't have any gridables. But you would need to add up 257, 112, and 116. Right? Which is 485. Do you see how to get that answer? Pretty easy. All right, next page. Two students are playing on a swing set. Student 1 is leaning back and extending her legs as she moves upward. Student 2 is sitting on the swing with his feet on the ground. Which statement describes how position and work are related in this picture? Okay, so now let's think. What is the sentence? What are you going to underline? What's the question? Yes. Underline. Which statement describes how position and work are related in this picture? What are you going to use to help you answer the question?
Picture.
The picture. What are the words you're going to circle that are key words?
Student 1 and student.
Are those vocabulary words? Position and work. Position and work. Those are from 3rd grade. What does the word position mean? Where you're at. Where its place is. What is work? It is force being applied to something, and when force is applied to something, it works. Okay, it's a force that's being applied. A force that's working. All right? Is student 1 working?
No. Yeah, student 1. Oh, yeah.
Why are they working?
Because it's pull and force.
It's push and pull, which is a force. Is student 2 working?
No.
No, because he is being still in one place. Is student 1 changing position?
Yes.
Is student 2 changing position?
No.
Okay, so let's see. Both students are doing work, even if only one student is changing position. No. You have to do work to change position. So only student 1 is doing work. Student 2 is not. Student B, student 1 is changing position because work is being done on the swing. Yes. C, work is done by Earth's gravity prevents student 2 from changing position. Is that true? No. He's not changing position because he's not having a force put on him, which is the work. Work is being done by both students by the swings because one swing is changing position.
No.
No, only one is doing work, and it's the one.
Student 1.
Student 1. So the correct answer is B.
Teachers, please excuse this interruption. Lunch detention will be safe, and also the following students need to report to content mastery when the bell rings. Alvier Hernandez, Jackson Hilburn, Anayeli Rodriguez, and Carlos Rodriguez. Thank you.
Pass your papers to person number 1
Following students report to the office at the
at
bell.
the table.
Ashley Strahan,
Person
Jocelyn
number 1,
Rodriguez,
go come to
Did you
the